edition of Inside Nigeria, your breakfast show on leadership. My name is Winifred Webo, and of course, I'm your host on the program as we review some select newspapers. We have Nigeria's most influential newspaper, The Punch, The Guardian, THISDAY, and Vanguard all in our menu today for review. Now let's have leadership. Leadership's leading story says Christmas. Labour dismisses federal government's 50% cut in transport fare. Christmas. Labour dismisses federal government's 50% cut in transport fare. Says government killing cow with mouth. Passengers without tickets won't board free train. NRC. Road transport workers doubt implementation of policy. That's the leading story on leadership. Of course, we have the picture of the leadership's group, vice chairman of leadership group limited, Michael Perry, presenting a letter of notification as leadership newspaper CEO of the year to the MD CEO of Marvelous Microwest Limited, Engineer Michael Bayo Akinola. With them are also members of management staff of leadership. Tinubu asks Senate to confirm 11 as Supreme Court justices. And in the business boss, we have Governor Alia Akinola appreciates award nominations. No increase in registration fee, JAM. Nigeria's debt stock inches to 87.91 trillion naira in third quarter, DMO. Senate declares Umahi Gedam seats vacant. Colorado Supreme Court bars Trump from ballot. Rivers, Fubara yet to withdraw suit against 27 lawmakers. Naira 4 reps want yuan adopted as exchange currency. These are the leading stories on leadership. We move to page 3 where we have our stand. Our stand today is on blessings for same-sex marriages. Is a question on today's editorial. Of course, there has been reports that the Pope has accepted, endorsed blessings for same-sex marriage. And of course, leadership editorial is on blessings for same-sex marriages. It's a question you have to find out more as you log on to the website of leadership. But however, we make a dash to the back page of leadership where we have Being Blunt with Moazu Elize. Moazu Elize is the GMD of Leadership Media Group, and he's writing on Japa syndrome and the third front scholars. Japa syndrome and the third front scholars. For more continuation of these headline stories, log on to the website of leadership, www.leadership.ng. The next story on our menu, the paper is The Punch. The Punch also has almost similar story with leadership, with that of leadership, and however, leadership takes it from The Punch. 50% transport subsidy. Federal government slashes interstate fares. Labour knocks government. 50% transport subsidy. Federal government slashes interstate fares. Labour knocks government. NRC begins free trade ride today. NLC TUC say government confused. Demand wage award. Katsina, Gombe, Plateau, Delta transporters. Others claim ignorance of subsidy. And underneath that, we have military uncovers 636 illegal refineries, seizes 21 million liters crude. Boko Haram attacks Chibok, keys to loot foodstuffs. Boko Haram attacks Chibok, keys to loot foodstuffs. Peace deal. Rivers Assembly withdraws Fubara impeachment notice. And with that, we move to the ones above the masthead of the Punch. Federal government calls external borrowing debt soars to 88 trillion naira. Reps probe NNPCL JV deals. $60 billion revenue loss. Army retires 113 generals, pledges support for democracy. With that, we end the Punch review, newspaper review. For more, log on to the website of the Punch, www.punchng.com. From the Punch, we move to Vanguard. Vanguard is our next port of call. Vanguard's leading story is still on the development in Rivers State. It says Rivers crisis. Fubara will implement Abuja agreements. Rivers government. Rivers crisis. Fubara will implement Abuja agreements. Rivers government. G27 lawmakers withdraw impeachment notice against governor. Drama as legislators move to withdraw Fubara suit stores. We have no instruction to withdraw suit. Government lawyer. We aren't aware of withdrawal of notice. Rivers State Government House. Tinubu's intervention a nullity. Rape on democracy. IYC, that is Ijaw Youth Congress, Niger Delta groups. Fubara's 100,000 naira Christmas bonus excites NLC Rivers workers. Rivers crisis a threat to Nigeria's democracy. PDP senators. Underneath that, we have Senate screens 11 Supreme Court justices. Financial and power supply worsens as key plant shuts. Power supply worsens as key plant shuts. Financial analysts raise concern over rise in Nigeria's debt. U-Tide, Tinubu cuts transport fare by 50%. These are more what is gracing Vanguard newspaper cover today. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, you log on to the website of Vanguard, www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we moved over to The Guardian. Guardian's headline stories on correctional service. 78,446 inmates in dire straits, over 750 naira daily feeding cost. Correctional service. 78,446 inmates in dire straits, over 750 naira daily feeding cost. And of course, as usual, we have graphic illustration of the headline story. We have 78,446 inmates across the 253 custodial centers in Nigeria. 76,670 are males, while 176 are females. Inmates in dire straits, over 750 naira daily feeding cost. Security dogs earn higher budget, get 800 naira per diem. 50,401 awaiting trial on death row nationwide. Okay, 50,401 awaiting trial, while 3,271 on death row nationwide. This is the illustration beneath the headline story. Correctional service. 78,446 inmates in dire straits, over 750 naira daily feeding cost. Beside that, we have Yaba Psychiatric Hospital records 100% admission spike, says CMD. Of course, we know the implication of that. Yaba Psychiatric Hospital records 100% admission spike, says CMD. Tinubu slashes fare by 50% for travelers during U-Tide. Why Nigerian universities are ranked low globally. It continues on page 7 of The Guardian. You will want to find out why Nigerian universities are ranked low globally as you log on to the website of The Guardian. We are not done yet. There are other leading stories on the cover. Akpabio swears in Lalong into 10th Senate, declares Umahi Gejam seats vacant. Public debts rise to 87.91 trillion naira despite $1.557 billion drop in external components. Lagos, Ogun, Nigeria's most economically viable states, says report. Fubara denies signing peace deal under duress, refuses to withdraw suit. Time to prosecute indicted electoral offenders. That is the editorial on page 12 of The Guardian newspaper. For more, log on to the website of The Guardian, www.guardian.ng. From The Guardian, we move to the last paper on our menu, and that is THISDAY. THISDAY's leading story says Senate screens Supreme Court Justice nominees. Abiru Samani Adumain Sake Uwa Uwonsu Iheme Ogunya Ada Tuko Umar Idris. Frowns at emergency appointments by NJC. I'll take that leading story once again. Senate screens Supreme Court Justice nominees Abiru, Samani, Adumain, Sanke, Uwa, Nonsu Iheme, Ogbonya, Ada, Tuko, Uma, Idris. Frowns at emergency appointment by NJC. 113 generals bow out of army as defense minister assures of prompt payment of pension. It's a story that continues on page 34 of This Day. Lamido, Tinubu didn't broker peace in Rivers. He enhanced APC's fortunes. For smoother U-tide, federal government approves free transportation for commuters. Favors Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, Kaduna, Warri, Itakpe, Ray corridors. OK's 50% reduction in road transportation on 28 routes nationwide. Nigeria's public debt grows by 0.61% in 3 months to 87.91 trillion naira. The story continues on page 8 of This Day. These are the headline stories on This Day newspaper. For more, log on to the website of This Day, www.thisdaylive.com. And with that, we've come to the end of this first segment of the show. My name is Onufred, but don't forget, we have our Thursdays, the second segment of the show coming up immediately with our guest in the house. Stay tuned.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.